So this one is first task, okay. So lab 1 is this one, lab 13, cross section of mechanical drawing, and here electrical machine is your task is this one. You will do it by yourself. In the end I will check, okay. So you will do it early, okay. You one और वो अली अब्दुल्ला नहीं आया वो अच्छा ठीक and this one lab task, this first task I will check, and the second one is which I will do myself and you will do this yourself. This file already shared with you on WhatsApp. So we will draw this one step by step. Every procedure is mentioned. I will do here and you will do by yourself. Teams not working because internet slow due to entry test. So you will do by yourself. Okay. Just follow the file and my voice, and if you can see this one. Okay. So the end product, if you want to see the end product, you will see end product is something like this one. So here you can see this is the cross section view of electrical machine, DC machine, and here are the poles, something poles, everything mentioned, but these parts we have no concern. For example, poles, pole shoes, armature winding, yoke, commutator, brush, armature, field winding, these are relevant to electrical machines. This subject in third semester you will study there. But if you want to see the definitions, you can Google it. Armature winding, what is armature winding, something blah blah blah. Okay. So but our concern is only in engineering drawing, only to draw this, not for details what's the function of this component. Okay. So now this file you have, I will do by myself and you will do by yourself. This is only 20-minute task, a 25-minute task. I will do myself, use it, and in the end you will also dimension it. I will only draw this one circular shape and this shape inside this base. I will try to draw myself and you can draw yourself, okay, and then dimension it, okay. So this one will be complete, and this drawing also you will draw by yourself. These two drawings actually have same. This is mentioned in lab manual. You can download lab manual from the website, okay. So this is mentioned in the in that, and if you want, for example, if you cannot open your manual, then I can also crop it and I can share it in your WhatsApp group, ED Lab. So these lab tasks I also shared in WhatsApp group. Okay. So the in lab task and lab task, both tasks are mentioned here. Okay. The first file is DC machine design, and the second one is this. This is the image. Okay. So these two tasks will do. Okay. So now the evaluation is based on. You can see here the rubrics. Our lab rubrics. Rubrics mean uh, the criteria on which we will evaluate you during the lab. That is actually lab performance rubrics that are also mentioned on the notice board. Okay, notice board mentioned lab rubrics are mentioned here. Okay, so you can see. So and also I mentioned these in the start of the manual. If you will open your manual, you will see here lab performance rubrics. So these are the lab performance rubrics. So this is the criteria to check your performance. So here you can see two rows. Lab performance, one is ability to conduct experiment and the second one is experimental viva. So ability to conduct experiment, it means if exemplary mean 5 marks out of 5 marks. Okay, 5 marks. 5 mean quite able to conduct the, if you want to get 5 marks, mean quite able to conduct the entire experiment with negligible help from the lab instructor. If you don't need help from the lab instructor and you do by yourself, it means you get 5 marks. And 4 marks mean able to conduct experiment with some help from the lab instructor. It means 4 marks. 3 mean able to conduct experiment with a lot of help from the lab instructor. Every time asking sir blah blah. It means 3 marks. 2 mean unable to conduct the experiment on his own. Lab instructor provides help in almost every step of the experiment. It means 2 marks. 0 or 1 marks absent, 0 are not able to attempt in any case. Even after the help, don't understand anything. So that is 0 or 1. Similarly, the same task. Now today we have two tasks, two tasks. Okay. So two tasks mean 5 marks, 2.5 this, 2.5 this. Okay. So like that. And then experimental viva. Viva mean we will ask questions on that task. For example, for one task you will complete, and any question how to do this one. I will ask just randomly the question how you will do this one, how you have done this one, this task, how you have done. So you will just explain. If you understand this, it means experiment Viva is okay. Fully understands the experiment, including its purpose and its result, and able to discuss experimental protocols in clear and precise manner. Clear, you have everything clarity. So then is okay. Has good understanding of the experiment, its purpose and result to able to discuss experiment in a reasonably clear manner. Something 4 marks. Developing has some understanding of experiment, its purpose and results almost able to discuss in a clear manner. Okay. Has poor understanding 2 marks and has no understanding. You have done the task but don't know what is done, something like that. So 0 or 1 like that. So these are the lab rubrics, lab performance rubrics. Similarly, lab report rubrics are different, that are also mentioned here. You can see here the lab report rubrics. This is only one rubric, mean report, questionnaire and interpretation. You can see in the manual. You can similarly you can also study this one. Okay, so this is the criteria to check your lab manuals, lab reports or lab manuals. And semester demonstration and viva, this is also have the two rubrics. It means 5 marks plus 5 marks, two column. So here you can also check how to get the 5 marks for something like that. So these are the. So today today two columns, 5 marks, 2.5 plus 2.5 for ability to, if you will complete the task, 2.5 plus 2.5 two tasks. And the second one question from one task, from second task. From first task if you done 100% mean 2.5 plus 2.5 similar. Okay, so in this way to you will evaluate today. Okay, अली अब्दुल्ला आ गया 1 2 3 लेट क्यों हुए इनके 5 नंबर काटे इनके कार्ड इनके और वो जो दूसरे थे 1 2 3 के साथ जो अब मोहम्मद अब्दुल्ला जो है वो भी आ गए लेट क्यों हो गए इन दोनों के कार्ड -5 अच्छा अब चलिए अब हम स्टार्ट करते हैं इसको लेट्स स्टार्ट तो सबसे पहले हमने सर्कल बनाने हैं ठीक है if dimensions are mentioned you can see the dimension and you can follow the dimensions okay but today I will do the random okay so let's start the circles for example साथ ले गए आपने कहा था मुझे पिक्चर भेज दो ये साथ ले अच्छा ठीक है पिक्चर में चलिए आप करें अब आज का टास्क मुकम्मल करना है आपने चेक करना है बाकियों को ठीक है जरा जल्दी करना है आज आप अच्छा चलें अच्छा सर्कल सर्कल ड्रा करते हैं अभी ठीक है सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द सर्कल लेट्स ड्रा द सर्कल सो यू कैन आल्सो डू वर्क इन लेयर्स ओके तो कोई घर से कोई एक्स्ट्रा आर्डिनरी काम करके घर से लाए तो उसके एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट्स में कोई घर से एक्स्ट्रा काम करके लाता है ना कोई वो भी विल यू विल क्रेडिट इट ओके अच्छा फॉर एग्जांपल हम 200 लेंथ का रेडियस का सर्कल ड्रा कर दिया ठीक है इसको जूम कर लेते हैं लेट्स जूम इट ओके and you can also change the color for example I want to change the color so you can change the color yellow for example yellow so you can change the color yellow may be visible so you can change also you can change the thickness of the and thickness for example to but I think so we have to yes yeah thickness so for example we have drawn the circle this one so end product is these are the steps you will follow but I will see the end product for example end product is this one so first two circles then hatch so first circle then we can also draw another circle but we can also alternatively can take the offset also possible offset select the circle and offset for example 250 offset for example 50 is more I think so maybe 30 is okay so I will select the circle and offset 30 so inside I will click it here left click and press enter so offset is done two circles are done Then next one is we have to draw these circles. So another circle, we can also take the offset of this circle. We can take the offset, or you can draw another circle. For example, offset I will take more 200 and for example 150. So this circle is drawn. Then another circle we need, so I can take the offset of this circle, for example, outside of this circle, for example, 30 and I think so. This circle a little big circle. According to the figure, we need a little. So offset, for example, uh, 200 circle, so 100, for example, 100. I think so. This okay, 100. And then again the offset of this circle, for example, inside 100, and then I will take 30. So this okay. So like that, two circles inside, two circles outside. This is the first step. Now I will, for example, draw construction line. I will take the construction line just to focus the center points x-axis and y-axis. Ortho should be on x-axis and y-axis. This is just, you can see here in the diagram, which is you already have PDF. These are the dotted lines, x-axis and y-axis. So you can use this one. For example, you can also change the thickness, and for example thickness maybe thickness 0.25. Okay, change the thickness. Okay, so this is the thickness has changed. You can also change the color of this, and also this line is because this line is dotted line, you can see here the line is dotted line here, and you will also convert it into dotted line. So here the by layer you can see here the line type. Just select the line type. Other these things are done in previous lab, so this is just repetition. Load the line, and then here just select any dotted line. For example, this dotted line I will select OK, and just select this line, click OK, and you will see. And now just select this construction line and click the dotted line, for example this line. So you see it is converted into dotted, and also same procedure for this one. So you see these two lines are now dotted lines. These are helpful for just for x-axis and y-axis, something like that. So now we'll draw another line. For example, from here, now yes, change the continuous line, because now we want to work in continuous line, and thickness again the same thickness 2 mm. Now click the line command and just click here, and for example this line you can draw. Okay, simple line, any random line, because extra part we will trim later on. Okay, this just line which is parallel to y-axis and some spacing from y-axis. Okay, so this is the line, because we want to draw this type of shape. This type of shape you can see here. If you want to start from the start, you can see two circles, three circles. These are the dotted lines, and here you can see this is the line. Okay, and then we'll need from the center line command, ortho should be off. From the center you can draw this line in this shape, because 200 radius we can take 300 extra, we can trim it. Okay, So F12, you can press F12 if you want to write in coordinates, for example in with angle F12. So then for example length is 300 less than sign, and 40, this angle is 45, but in this second quadrant mean 90 plus 45 mean 135. So angle is 135 degree. Press enter. Okay, so this is done. Now what we will do, we will trim the extra parts. So extra parts, for example, go to trim, just click the trim, right click, and now left click everything which you want to trim. This one you want to trim, for example this part of the circle you want to trim, this part of the circle, just select one by one and you see you will trim everything. This we want to trim, this we want to trim, this one, this one, this one, oh sorry, this one, this one, and this you can delete it, just simple delete. Okay, this you can trim it. So in this way you can see here that this shape is ready. Now we want to draw two circles here. So just circle, and you can draw a simple circle here. For example, according to the width, you can also specify the center point for the precise, and then you can copy it. Just copy it, just select the circle and specify the center. Ortho should be on, and you can move it here, for example. So this is done. Now you can draw the rectangle. So here you can see with the help of line command, for example from here to here. So you can draw any rectangle, something like that. Because we don't have the measurements, then I'm doing randomly, but otherwise we can follow the measurements. Now this part is, one part is ready. Now we want to replicate this part on the other side. Measurement वैसे हैं, अगर आप measurement से follow करें ना, तो you can see here, फिर इसकी measurements ले लें। ये देखें आखिर में जाएंगे ना, तो ये dimension किया हुआ है उन्होंने, ये फाइल मैंने शेयर की है पीडीएफ, इसमें देखें फिर आखिर से शुरू करें। ये देखें 872.6 इसका डाया है, पूरे सर्कल का बढ़ेगा। फिर इसका रेडियस देखें 450 है, तो आप अकॉर्डिंगली वो भी लेना चाहें तो यू कैन फॉलो इट, otherwise random is also okay, no problem. And now you will select, you want to mirror it, so same you want to mirror on the opposite side. Just you will select this whole, you will select this, click the mirror, ortho should be on, and click it here. You will see, click it here and press enter. You see this is replicated. Now this part is ready. And then again take the line command, and here in this direction, for example ortho should be off now, 300, for example 300 less than angle is 45 degree. Press enter. Okay, ये मिरर कर, अच्छा ये देखें इस लाइन के साथ ओवरलैप कर रहा है, ओवरलैप करे तो फिर इसको थोड़ा सा हम ये करें कि इसको डिलीट करें थोड़ा सा। यू कैन सी हियर, इसको हम थोड़ा सा मूव करते हैं क्योंकि ये थोड़ा बड़ा बन गया ना। we can copy it and we can take the center point, and not the center point, we will take end point, because end point will be more effective, and we will place it how much, and we will take for example 15 units, 15 units, and I will click it here. Okay, 15 units, same I can copy this 15 units here, 15, and press enter, and you see it is placed. Now you can zoom it, you can see it is not connected, so you can manually connect it or you can extend it. Okay, like this. Here is okay, but here as you can see extra part, you can trim it, right click and trim it. And similarly you can see here that here is the extra part, and you can write it and you can trim it. And here you can see, just select this one and just extend this there. Now just trim, use the trim command, and extra you can just use the trim command, and extra you can trim it. And this you can delete it. This is because our lines figure was, our drawing was overlapping, so just this extra part was just done because we have done something wrong. Now 300 less than 45 degree, you can see how here is okay. Now take the offset. For example, offset, we will take offset 10 units is okay, I think so. Press enter. 10 units offset in this side, and similarly 10 units offset in this side. Press enter, escape. This is done. Now what we will do, the center line will convert it into dotted line. This is dotted line, and also width we will change to point 0.25 here. And similarly now we'll draw one line here. For example, this line here we'll draw, and we'll trim the extra parts. For example, this we trim, this one will trim, this we don't need, this we don't need, this we don't need, this don't. Okay, this we don't need, this one, this one, this one. Okay, so this is done. Now one part is ready. Now we want to replicate it for around the shape, so it means we use the polar array. So just select this one, just select whole, and just go to modify array and polar array, and specify the center point. You see it is replicated, and you can see here no elements should be 4. Just click 4 and press enter. You see our drawing is ready. So this is done. But now you need the base, so you will draw base by yourself. Okay, so because the base is here, you can see like this base. This is easy. Just one part of the base you will draw, and the remaining you will just mirror. So base you can draw by yourself. Okay, similar line. And this drawing is ready. Control save, Control S. So now this is done. So our today's task is finished.